Li River and the stunning Cass Mountain landscape behind, Guilin is known for its 2 rivers and 4 lakes. A favourite tourist destination with connecting rail and air transport, Guilin has plenty of luxury hotels, hostels, and some excellent restaurants and bars. The 4 lakes are surrounded by parkland that provides the citizens of Guilin with tree-lined walkways of natural beauty, a landscape of ecological harmony between the citizens and nature. The 4 lakes, the Shan, the Rong, the Gui and the Mulong, were originally part of Guilin's ancient city moat. The surrounding gardens, started in the year 2000, have added a serene beauty to the area. When night falls, the 4 lakes and 9 bridges become a fairyland of lights. The flooded buildings and bridges reflecting in the still waters are a sight we are about to see. The little cruise boat we are about to board will take us on a 2-hour cruise of the 4 lakes and 9 bridges, a distance of a little over 7 kilometres. The boat holds about 80 people in air-conditioned comfort, and the windows give us a 360-degree view of the lakes and bridges. On Shan Lake, across from the boat landing, are 2 famous pagodas. The 42-metre high Moon Pagoda is clad with copper, and the slightly shorter 41-metre Sun Pagoda is clad with glazed tiles. This pagoda is sometimes called the Crystal Pagoda, and is one of the few pagodas that has a lift inside. Each of the 9 bridges have a theme and are a representation of famous bridges in China and around the world. The first of the bridges, the Yang Bridge, was modelled on the Ponte Sant'Angelo, the bridge of the angels crossing the Tiber to the Vatican City. The history of Guilin is depicted on the stone carvings on the underside of the bridge. The Crystal Glass Bridge is a favourite for brides having their wedding photos taken. It is a tradition in China for brides to have their photos taken before the wedding. In the daytime it looks like an ice sculpture, but at night it certainly gives a spectacular impression. The second of the lakes, the Rong Lake, is still near the city centre and has fountains and beautiful walkways around the edges. The tea house gives a simplistic impression of the marble boat. We saw the original marble boat on Kunming Lake in the Summer Palace Gardens near Beijing. The next bridge, the Shuang Bridge, is also called the Double Banyan Bridge after an ancient banyan tree nearby. This double footbridge is on a path through the gardens. If you look closely, it is actually 2 separate bridges and a difficult space for our boat to navigate. It imitates the Yu Dai Bridge in Yuan Ming Yuan. The Rongshi Bridge is modelled on the famous Sao Su Bridge across the Shao River in Hebei province. Constructed in the last part of the 5th century, the Sao Su Bridge is the oldest standing bridge in China and the oldest stone segmental arch bridge in the world. The Yingbin Bridge is a private bridge leading to the Garden Hotel. The name Yingbin means welcome, and it is one side of a chain bridge across the Danube River in Budapest. The Lisa Bridge is named after a gate in Guilin's ancient city wall and is modelled after the San Francisco Bay Bridge and looks quite spectacular from water level. Following the Lisa Bridge is the Guanyi Bridge. The Guanyi Bridge, located between the Lisa and Baoxian lakes, is an imitation of the Ponte Santa Trinita Bridge in Florence, Italy. The Ponte Santa Trinita Bridge is called the most beautiful bridge in Renaissance. As we enter the Gui Lake, the largest of the four lakes, we come across a fisherman on a bamboo raft. He is using cormorants to do his fishing. The cruise boats circle him like seagulls as he, none too gently, organises his birds, then poses for the mandatory tourist photos. Seeming oblivious of the bad treatment, the cormorant dives in to do its job, and if you are very quick, you will see it arrive back with a fish in its beak. The next bridge, the Baoxian Bridge, represents the Alexander Bridge on the River Seine in Paris. The body is ornamented with conjoined wreaths in Baroque style, and there are 12 different marble sculptures of young women around the piers. The ninth bridge is the Xiqing Bridge. It is a copy of the mathematical bridge in London, also known as the Newton Bridge. Apart from the stone supports at each end and in the middle, it is a footbridge made almost entirely of costly red pine. We have now passed into the last of the four lakes, the Moulong Lake. The bridge we are approaching, the Baoji Bridge, was named after the hill beside it. The bridge is uniquely designed as a Song Dynasty battle fort. The area was of military and strategic importance, and part of the ancient city wall still exists on the hill above. The hills and lakes form the natural barrier and warded off enemy attacks for centuries. Part of Moulong Lake has been turned into Song Dynasty City. Standing on both sides of the lake, the ancient-looking pavilions and terraces and the Moulong Pagoda are scenes reproduced from a 1,000-year-old Song Dynasty painting. The lake is surrounded by mountains, including Baoji Hill, which made an excellent fort in the Song Dynasty. Tonight we are being entertained by a group of musicians playing traditional Chinese instruments. We are being serenaded with music from the Song Dynasty period. The 7-storey octagon-shaped Moulong Pagoda stands in the centre of the garden at the end of the lake. The wooden brick pagoda, brightly illuminated by festival lights, makes a spectacular sight. Next to it is another piece of the ancient city wall. As you can hear in the background, we are about to be entertained by a group performing Chinese opera. Chinese opera is a popular form of drama and musical theatre in China. Its roots stretch back as far as the 3rd century. It is now time to return to Shan Lake, and this time we are serenaded by a local karaoke fest. One of the most sparkling night scenes on Gui Lake is the artificial waterfall on the Old Man Hill on the northern bank. The 141-metre high Old Man Hill is one of the highest points in the city. Formed over 300 million years ago, it is also the oldest hill in the city. The Four Lakes tour has only been available for a little over a decade. The 1,000-year-old moat system in time silted up. The water quality became bad and the cultural relics were buried. It wasn't until the early 1900s that some effort was made to dredge the waterways, and in 2000 the surrounding parks were created. The Two Rivers and Four Lakes, the Li River, the Tahu River, the Shan, the Rong, the Gui and the Mulong Lakes are now very much a part of beautiful Guilin.